Well, good morning. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are Easy Marketing, and we're going to be talking today about digital marketing trends for 2021. And today, specifically, we'll be looking at how to collect and take action on customer data. So here at Easy Marketing, we're located in Northeast Florida, where we have clients all across the country and throughout the world. We focus on website design and maintenance, graphic design, email marketing, social media management, and we're also a certified constant contact partner. My name is Dixie. Your presenter today will be Katrine, who is celebrating 20 years as the owner and founder of Easy Marketing. Our workshop today will be just 20 minutes, so we're glad to have you. Please stick around to the end, and if you do, you'll be entered to win a free consultation. So we'll be doing that drawing and sending that out later on an email. So we know your time is valuable, so we'll dig right in. In this series, we're talking about digital marketing trends, and many of these were influenced by the pandemic, which forced businesses to modify and adapt. So in this series, we're sharing lessons that small businesses have learned along the way in those uncertain times and how you can apply these moving forward to help your business not just survive, but thrive. So, in the past few workshops, we've covered staying in touch and top of mind with customers, trying something new like going live, and also doing more business online. Today, we're going to be talking about how to grow your business using the power of data. So, we'll be looking at how to collect customer information, how can you can use reports to make good business decisions, and also how not all contacts are the same, so you need to segment your customer database. And finally, how doing that can help you deliver messages that and experiences that are targeted and relevant to each customer. So, first of all, what actions can you take with customer data? The first thing you have to do is collect that data. So, at every interaction with a customer, whether it be in person or online, every sale, every touch point, you need to be collecting customer data. And even in this sophisticated age of influencers and social media marketing, email is still the number one way that you can contact your customers because it is direct, it is targeted, and people respond to it. So we want to be collecting those emails. The second thing you want to do is use reports to find new opportunities. So you have to be looking at your data. If you look at it as a whole, it tells a story. So it's going to tell you things like, what does your typical customer look like? How and when are they consuming information? And what things are they most interested in? And therefore, how can you reach them? And finally, you're going to be using segmentation and behavior analysis to improve your results. So, all your customers are not the same. Some are big fans and what we call super users. Others are your more casual shoppers. Some are highly interested in maybe certain products and services that your businesses offer, and some others. So, if we can segment our customers and look at them individually as groups, that will help you target them and get your message out more clearly. And Katrine is going to show you specifically how to do this. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Katrine.
So we do have an example here from a little garden farm, and they are a constant contact user. And when the COVID hit, they had to close the doors. And how would they even get their products out? But what they did was they have had constant contact for 10 years, and they have developed a connection um, via constant contact and their emails. But now it was time to refine everything. And one of the things they did was they started this little special where they had a set number of bouquets that they had ready, and people could go in and order and pay online, which is something they never ever had before. And if you go back and listen to the last workshop we did, you can find it online. I show you how easy it is to put in a simple button that goes and pay. You don't need a big fancy layout or software to do that. You can just have a simple PayPal button. And that's what they did. They just said, if you want to be in our fresh flower club here, or you can just buy it per month, click and go in. But they also had other products. And what they did is they sent out an email asking people to be more specific what they were looking for. Was it fresh flowers? Were they interested in their fresh herbs? Or, for example, their tea blends. And also they started to do website specials once a week. And by dividing them, now they could send I think they send an email once a month, which is most common. But now they started to send more emails. But, some people, why are they sending all these emails? It's too much. I'm not interested in all the different parts. So what happen now is if people said they were interested in organic tea blends, as soon as they had a new shipment coming in with a new blend, they send it out, and they only send it out to the people that said they were interested. So the people that don't care about tea but are interested in flowers and maybe herbs, they will get those emails. And so it's a way to communicate more streamlined to the people that are to what they are interested in. Because if they have said I'm interested in organic tea blends, they don't mind getting an email every time that comes in. And all of that is by using the data and using the information they have while people are signing up for new emails. We're going to do a couple of other examples here. What you can see in your constant contact. We have one client, it's a local country club. And we create the newsletter for them once a month. And after that it's sent out, we can go in and take a look at it. So if you would log into your constant contact account and click on reporting in the top, you are going to see the following information. And there are tons of stuff here, but I'm going to point out a few things in a couple of slides here. One of them in this case is you can see, first of all, you can see that the opening rate is 50%, 51% if you look in the left box. But you can also see that among them, 48% open up on a desktop, 2 on a tablet, and 50% on a mobile. And that is important for you to know, because that means that half of the people are pulling out their smartphone. So now you need to really take a look at, when you create your emails, that they are easy to read and they are not too long. So you need to make sure, since you have so high opening rate in this example and this client. So that's something to keep in mind. Something else we can take a look at in here is there's something called a heat map. So if you look at a specific email you sent out, you can click on this heat map, and up comes kind of a grayish overlay of the image of the email you sent out. And you can see there's pink circles. You can see, let's see here. You can see one at the top. You can see one at the full calendar, and you can see one under submit. And this is going to tell you where people are clicking. And the bigger the circle is, the more people are clicking in that segment. So it gives you a very quick overview of what's happening. And take a look at the top, the logo. That is one of the most clicked thing in the email. And the logo should always be connected with a link directly to your website. And you can see how many people are clicking on that. We have also an upcoming events schedule, and these are all events and the only events they have going on right now. But still, there are a lot of people wanting to take a look at the full calendar. So they click on that, get to the website, and see the full calendar. We're going to do a look at a case study. I created this a few years back. So the interface, when we got into the slides where you look at Constant Contact's report, looks slightly different because this was a few years ago when we had this contract with this real estate agent. But the information is still there, it just may be in a different place. So we sent out an email about a new listing she had. And you can take a look at all the data in here. We can see that the opening rate were 30%. And out of those 30%, 30% clicked somewhere in the email. So that is good for us to know. We could also click on the report, and we can look again at that heat map. Again, people clicked on the logo. They knew that it's the way to get to the website. So we did have people, even though if you scroll all the way down in the newsletter, it's almost always have a thing, visit our website. No, they click on the logo at top. The next most common one is they clicked on the picture. And if you take a look at that part, you have a picture of the house, you have turnkey and moved in, you have a description, and then you can see the button that says view this listing. No, they didn't click on that button. They clicked on the image. So therefore, it's so important that that image is also linked to the listing on the website. But the most clicked on of all is the video we had embedded into the email, which means that videos were very important for people. They love watching the videos, and this is going to give you help that the next listing she has to make sure that there is a video, because that really gets people attention. So we can go in and look at this, and you have the list of, at the bottom here, of the different email links that we had. And if we click on the first one, that was the video that was housed on YouTube, but linked into the email. Okay, so time goes, and it's time to send out a new email. This was a few years back, so they actually had to send out a new email because they needed to lower the price. Okay, so who are we going to send this? Are we going to send it to everyone? No, we only want to send this to people that the first time the email went out are interested enough in this property to click on it. So in this case, an example, if we choose to take everyone that looked at the YouTube video, those 74, if we click on 74 in here, a page will show up with everyone's email address actually on that clicked. And if you go in here and select all of them, you can add them to a special email list. So now we have a kind of a temporary email list to everyone that were interested enough in this property to click on it first time. So it's only 74 people, but we don't want to inundate them with emails they're not interested in. So now we send it only to them. So that is the email for just reduced. I don't know where you are in the country, but I can tell you in Florida, no houses are reduced. They are selling the same day. But so when we sent that out, first of all, the opening rate was now 60%. So if they clicked the first time and actually clicked the second time and looked, and they looked at the video again, and then she sold the house. So that's one way to use the data. If you looked at some of the numbers that was flashing by in those reports, one of the things you might be thinking about was, what are those opening rates? Why, the country club had 49% opening rate, or was it 51? And she had about 30% in the first for the first emails. Both of them are really high. Okay, but it all depends on your industry, and Constant Contact has a comparison by industry that you might want to take a look at. If you get the follow-up email here with the slideshow, you're going to have this link. And you can see on this page that it really changed. So on an average, all industries is about 17% opening rate and 10% click-through rate. But it really, the ones we can see here is childcare services have about 27% click-through rate, where a automotive service only have 10. So if you are a childcare service and only get 10% click-through rate, you are way below the average and probably need to take a look at how you create your emails, what you're sending out, what information, and the other way around. And there is actually in your Constant Contact account, if you go in and click on your in the upper right corner and under settings and business profile, you can go in and set the industry you're in. And there is actually a way in the reports that is going to compare your industry and your emails with the average for your industry group. And that's also going to give you an indication if you're doing really good or if you probably can do a little bit better. So take all this information that you have on the back end of Constant Contact with reporting and take it to the next level. Take a look at what you have right now and what people are reacting to in the emails you are sending out. And also, like the flower shop, take the ones you have and divide them into different groups. If you have different kind of categories of products or interest or groups, like if you're a church, you could have one for youth, you can have one for children, you can have one for Bible studies, and you can have one for everything else. Because then you can actually send out more emails, people find what they get are relevant, and they're going to open up the emails more often, and you can send more emails. Because if you only are dealing with children, you can send many more emails to that group, and they are not going to get tired of it like the people without children. They will get like, oh, are they just sending out things about the children's program again? That's not relevant to me. So you only send it to the ones that are interested in specific. It could be herb teas, or it could be children, or whatever your product is. So again, all of this is behind the hood in Constant Contact. And if you don't have this, I promise you it's an awesome product. And let me know, and I can give you a coupon for 30% off for the next 3 months. Just send us an email. Dixie?
Yes, thanks, Katrine. Those were great ideas. Thanks so much for joining us today. So, all of you, look, almost everyone has stayed to the end, and we appreciate you. After this, I'm going to be doing a drawing for a winner for a free consultation with us. So, you'll be getting an email later today, and it'll have lots of great information. It'll have the link that Katrine talked about, a replay of this video if we went a little too fast and you want to review something, and also the slide deck. So, be looking for that in your inbox later today. And Katrine, did we have any questions that came in during the
I
presentation?
haven't seen any questions. If you have any questions, put those in the question box, or you can always email us afterwards.
Yes. So if you're working with Constant Contact or whatever kind of digital marketing tools that you have, and you get stuck, or you need help, or you need some more ideas about audience segmentation, please feel free to give us a call. We'd love to help you. And we will see you again in 3 weeks, where we're going to continue talking about digital marketing trends. And this time we'll be focused on using storytelling to build your brand. And we love to talk about brands. So that's going to be a great one. And we hope to see you in 3 weeks.